Oh, crap. Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Dave Sharpe. Welcome to Wake Up Legendary. That was all in that. I'm grooving. I'm moving. I'm doing my thing. I'm fired up. I've got a couple of co-hosts here on the show today. Please welcome the one, the only, the woman, the myth, the legend, Kim Ballum. Kim, what's going on?
Hello.
Good morning.
How are
Now
you?
you introduce the next host. You introduce the next co-host.
All right. We also have with us, you know him, you love him. I kind of feel like he's like my little nerdy techie brother, and I just it's Ryan Halbert.
Hey,
what up?
All right,
nerdy
Ryan,
techie brother. I love it.
Yes.
Introduce the next host. Oh wait, it's just us. So Ryan, introduce, please, and tell the people what is coming tomorrow.
That's right. Tomorrow we are going to be dropping our brand new drum roll AI Business Builder Challenge. We're going to be dropping that tomorrow, and it's going to be off the hook. It's going to be off the wall. We've been working killer hard on this thing. It's going to be the freshest, most incredible, most current thing that we've ever dropped. Some of our best work. I don't think I've ever worked so hard or so diligently or so meticulously on any one thing in my entire life. And, we didn't leave any stone unturned. We didn't cut any corners. We didn't skip any steps. Everything's in there. It's going to be, it's an absolutely incredible product.
Kim, what are you most excited about?
Oh, I cannot wait to promote the shit out of it.
Well, here is what I want to kind of tell everybody, and I want to touch on this, and I'm going to continue to touch on this. By the way, this is the new Dave. Meet me in Nashville. Can we get a link up for mastermind tickets just while we're talking? Because while we are dropping the AI challenge tomorrow, we've also got a mastermind. If you don't have a ticket to Nashville, Tennessee for September 5th, is it 5th through the 7th?
That's it.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
Get your tickets, get your booty there. Here's the deal. We're going to be releasing this AI challenge tomorrow. This challenge is going to show people how to go from brand new, never using AI before, to extracting, and we're going to take you through a 4-part process inside of this particular challenge that is going to literally extract the topics that you, or the niche that you could go into to either create a brand and or a channel to promote other people's products, or to literally come up with an idea to create a product for yourself. And the further that you get into this, and the more that you learn how to use these tools, the more that you'll see, and the more that we'll teach you that the core 4 ways to make money online of selling information, courses, coaching, events, and doing affiliate marketing is a lot simpler and can be a lot faster. And even, dare I say, brace yourself, easier than doing it without. I know I'm getting crazy. It's getting wild over here, throwing around the big E word. I know, bear with me. But here's the deal, is that we want to teach people how to essentially read the blueprint that's in front of them and know how to build the house. Because again, as I said yesterday, you guys all have access to paper. You all have access to hammers, nail guns, lumber. Why haven't you built your own house? Same reason why I haven't built my own house. Even though I'm a former construction worker, I'm not a builder. I'm not thoroughly trained on reading blueprints on a construction site and then taking that lumber in building that house from scratch. I'm not trained in that. I'm trained in remodeling bathrooms and kitchens, but not building entire houses. So even though and guess what? If I knew how to build houses, potentially I would have started a multi-million-dollar building company, or potentially I would just have built my own house and instead of spending tons of money on a house that somebody else built. Same thing is true for pretty much everything else in life. if there's other people who are getting different results than you are, but have the same exact tools and resources at their fingertips, what's the difference? The difference is the HOW, baby. It's the how. How do you use these tools in order to build a business? How do you use these tools in order to make your digital business more profitable, more exciting, less stressful, where you're hunched over the computer? I can remember that creating content back in my day was way harder than it is now. We've now complicated the tools, or feel like it's hard now because we've got new tools that we have to learn how to use. But I promise you that once you learn how to use the tools, your business opportunities and possibilities will open up to you. So we're going to take you through, and your customers or the people who go through the challenge, we're going to take you through a process of extracting all of the gold from within you. All of the things that you don't realize are intellectual property that you have that can be extracted: wisdom, experience, and even your confidence. Because when you see how much knowledge you actually have, when you see that you have a marketing assistant that can do all of the heavy lifting, the writing, the scripting, the product creation for you, when you have that, I'm telling you, you feel more like an empowered CEO because you have a team of people who are behind you. Well, you're not going to get that feeling maybe quite yet with people, but you will get it with your AI assistant, which is what we're going to do. What we're going to show you how to create is essentially an army of employees that are doing things for you all day in your business, so you can work more on your business instead of in your business. We're going to do all of this in less than 90 minutes. And if you love it, if you absolutely love it, and you're like, yeah, I want to take this to the next level, then of course, as always, we'll be making an offer at the end of the challenge for people to continue on with our training, get trained inside of our 1-day AI Decade in a Day workshop, where we're going to teach people everything that they need to know about building a business online using AI. And we're going to do it in 1 day for people. Okay. Plus give them tons of bonuses to, of course, continue to support them as they grow and they scale their business. So this is what we've always done, with a component of AI sprinkled in like Salt Bay. And it's just such a beautiful thing. Right?
It is. Yeah, no, I mean, it's going to be incredible. You know, it's like I mentioned, it's not going to leave any stone unturned. It's going to cover anything, and it's going to work for anybody, because it's going to take you assuming that you know absolutely nothing. But even if you're still that person that has, maybe you're somebody with a 6-figure business, there's still a lot of material in there, especially within those bonuses, which the bonuses, I don't know if we want to name drop any bonuses or leave the element of surprise available for that, but there's some killer bonuses attached to this thing too, that even if you have a 6-figure business right now, there's still some incredible insights and jump aheads you're going to get from going through this material. So it's and that was kind of the hard part, I think, putting this together, was figuring out how do we make it work for both. How do we make it valuable for both? How do we make it so that way that brand new beginner gets what they need and they can go through and they have a process that'll work for them? But also, how do we take that person that is experienced, if they get a hold of it and they don't just feel like this was just a bunch of crap I knew by the time they get to the end of it? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's I think we hit the nail on the head. Obviously we'll get feedback on that, I'm sure. But I think we did a really good job of really nailing that piece in the design of it, and that was the hardest part. It's the first time I've ever done anything like you were just mentioning with a team, right? Having people to assist with different parts of the project. I mean, we got the IT side of things, we've got all of our automation side of things, we've got of course the videos and the scripting and all that stuff. And I mean, if we didn't have AI to help us with the process of putting together some of these things, we would be still another 3 months out. We'd still be in the scripting phase. Just wouldn't even have an idea of how we wanted the challenge to look, or what bonuses we wanted to use, or any of that stuff. We we would still be so early on. And the amount of re-records we'd have to do. We've done a couple of re-records, right? Because we record something, we look at it, we go, we want to change it, we want it better, we're being anal, these things, right? I couldn't imagine the amount of re-records we'd have if we didn't have AI to help us run through so many scripts so fast, right? Because, and this is what we're going to teach you, especially in it's going to be in the challenge, and we're going to give you, some commands for that, but it's also going to be in a lot of our future trainings, like the AI Decade in a Day, for instance, where, this wasn't just a create a script for a training about this. This was a very, this is a very meticulous, prompting process we had to go through to come up with just the right thing to really work with it and nurse it along until it eventually spit out those scripts that we were really looking for. And then, once we started getting some of that really good stuff, now we can really focus on, okay, let's take it and let's see how this sounds after we record it. And then we record a script, and then we decide, but then we can film another one. So we're all ready to the filming part of the process long before you'd ever be there if you were actually doing all this by hand. And I'm explaining all this because it's just a really, really good example of what Dave was saying about how, you feel like you have a whole team behind you using AI, right? Because you would have to have a room with a dozen people in it in order to, I think, recreate what AI was able to do as far as helping us save time. And all 12 of those people would have to be experts in order for it to emulate or simulate what we essentially had in our environment when there's just the two of us trying to figure out what the hell is this thing going to be in the beginning, right? What are we going to do? That's how it started. And it's evolved into this. So, and everybody has, like Dave said, everybody has that at their disposal. It's there at your fingertips. You have that team of script writers. You have that team of email writers. You have that team of video experts and that team of marketing experts and the team of whatever you want, whatever team you want to have, you have it there. As we were kind of coming to this realization that, man, it's incredible what this thing has helped us do. We've already known this, but this really needs to be where the focus is, and this is what's going to make the biggest difference. And this is what's going to help the most people who have the least amount of time, the least amount of skills, the least amount of experience, least amount of knowledge. This is what's going to help them the most actually create a real business using the resources that are just there for them now.
Yeah. And the way that we're using AI in our business now, for example, to create training, helped so much with everything that we've done and that we're dropping tomorrow, for example. It's Kim, I want you to kind of talk about, from your perspective, some of the mindset pieces that people need to have when they start this challenge, when they start using AI, because I think that we can get into AI is going to be my savior. And girl, I know you only got one savior. So what do we need to be keeping in mind when we're using AI from like a mindset perspective, and some of the things that we shouldn't expect that AI is going to do for us, and that we still need to stay in the game and stay sharp for?
I love this question because AI has changed my business dramatically. I basically started in November of 2022 afraid to use it and didn't really use it. And when I started dabbling in it and using it, it was awkward. It was like, this isn't really my voice. And so as I saw more in the online world, I learned how to use it a little bit better. But still to this day, I take what it gives me and I put my own connection on it. I remove the rocket ship emoji. I remove the long dash and replace it with my typical ... or even my small dash, because I don't use the long dash. I remove when it says something that I'm like, I've never actually said those words together. And people, so AI, I'm like, get in. It's like, it's 2025. It's a digital world. Get in now. or you're going to be left behind. Like, we're taking off on that rocket ship emoji and you're going to be left here. However, people are still going to crave the storytelling and the human connection. So you're going to have to know how to bring that layer in as well. And it's like Dave and Ryan are saying, it's your assistant. Sorry, my dog is ringing the bell to go outside. How untimely, Penny.
Oh. Hey, when she's got to go, she's got to go.
You're going to want to bring that layer. It's going to be your assistant. Like, I talk to my chat GPT all the time. I tell it when I'm sad, when I'm upset, my account's restricted. It feeds me like emotions and the I'm sorries, but it also like, I also ask it, like when I'm asking it for like advice, I'm like, where are you getting this from? Are you getting this advice from Susie Sally, social media guru, who's also selling a marketing thing? Or are you getting it from Meta? Or like, who are you getting it from? Because it's your assistant. And I tell people all the time when I'm coaching, like, treat it like it's your best friend and don't be afraid to correct it or say exactly what you're thinking to it.
Yeah.
It's actually, I'm so excited. I just know this is going to take my business to the next level. And I'm just so excited to dive in.
Did you say your dog rang the bell to go outside and go to the bathroom?
Yeah, she actually just sat back down. She's sitting here on the couch now. Oh, it's blurred in the background, but we have a bell so she can tell us when she's got to go out. She's just bored. She's just going to go sit out there in the sun.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know that I've ever heard of such a thing. The dog went over and rang yeah. I mean, maybe I just haven't been around enough dogs for a while, but wow, I didn't realize dogs were ringing bells to let their owners know that they needed to go outside, but that is pretty cool. I want to remind everybody here, because this is a big piece of what I want you all to remember, that again, we're not saying that AI is our savior. We're not saying that we care really about AI and if it's here long term or not. We're not saying that we have an emotional attachment to using AI, or we think that none of that. AI is not a human. I don't care about it. You understand this? AI is not a person. I don't care about AI. I care that the people in our community can use this tool to make their life better. That's all I care about. So I want to be clear about this. The AI is not going to become our God. It's not going to become the thing that starts to do the thinking for us. It's not going to become the thing that we rely on for our end all be all and we get dumb. We're not going to let that happen. What we're going to do is we're going to use the tool, but not let the tool use us. And so we're going to keep continuing to learn the skills, the core principles of marketing, of persuasion, of sales, of confidence building, of communication. Because as Kim just said a minute ago, the more that artificial intelligence becomes popular, actual human intelligence in connection is going to be craved. And the ability to be able to speak, I mean, we are going to have some freaky stuff that we're watching, that we're listening to in the very near future, even that we're interacting within our homes. Many companies, many robotics companies are already building robots to work with you inside of your home, to cook, to clean. There's a good possibility people will be in relationships with AI people. I know it's crazy, but it's coming. What's important is that we realize that this again is a tool, and that a lot of people there's going to be a few categories of people. There's going to be people who become like the movie Idiocracy from this, to where they become dumber and they stop thinking and they just want AI to do everything for them. That's going to be unfortunate. There's going to be the people who just take no interest because they say it's a trend or it's evil or I saw a guy last night a former he's a acquaintance of mine from this business for many years. And I heard him post that he thinks that AI is evil and that it's a business based on theft of stealing your data and all of this stuff. And at the end of the day, I just don't subscribe to that kind of stuff. First of all, there's nothing that I can do to stop the innovation of AI, the revolution of AI. So me sitting over here in my corner going, AI is evil, AI is bad, is I'm going to be doing that alone in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
So instead, what's better for me is to figure out simply how not to let AI become my God, simply how not to put AI on a pedestal that it doesn't deserve to be put on, and how to use the tool, but not use people, right? You use the tool, you put an incredible pressure on the tool to do as much heavy lifting for you as possible. And that's what we intend to teach you inside of this challenge, is how to get it to do nearly all of the heavy lifting of the writing, scripting, even coming up with ideas, even as far back as letting you know what niche you could go into, as well as building your entire business plan for you. However, you are the main ingredient of that whole plan, and you have to remember that you're still the prize, not AI. You're the prize. What you have to say, your story, the way you deliver things is the prize, not AI. So I want to make sure that we're building a healthy relationship with AI within this community, sort of like you would want to build a healthy relationship with anything in your life, right? I want to have a healthy relationship with my phone. Like, I don't want to be on it during dinner when my family's trying to talk to me. I want to have a healthy relationship with food. I don't want to just go to the fridge every night and pound a gallon of ice cream. Like, I want to have a better, like, these are what I'm talking about. I want to have a healthy relationship with my person. We need to also have a healthy relationship with AI. And we need to talk about this, especially from a business perspective, because we still need to do the work. Just because AI is here and everybody's talking about AI and everybody's making you feel like AI is going to be the end all be all for you, and that is all you have to do is just start using AI and you're just going to start making tons of money. That's not true. It's simply, if you learn how to use it correctly, it's simply going to supersonic speed up your production levels, just like Ryan was explaining that it helped us do with this particular product that we've just created for you guys, which you're going to be able to go through tomorrow. And I can't wait. And with that being said, we actually have a few things that we have to go do. So Ryan, final thoughts. What should people be thinking about? What should people be doing to prepare? And what do you want to leave people with in terms of where you think that the rest of the year can take us here with both this AI challenge and just what we're teaching them if they use it? What could happen, man?
Yeah, I mean, we're just really there's a lot of good information, a lot of detail that's going to be game changing for a lot of people inside just the challenge. But it's still only the tip of the iceberg, I think, as far as some of the things we still plan to bring to the table using AI. We were just discussing one of those things just the other day, just in some audio messages we were sending back and forth, talking about, how we can create basically a 24/7 Dave chat bot that people can talk to in a page on our website, and it uses Dave's knowledge to answer any question that anybody has, right? And this is, again, that's not the maximum of what AI is capable of doing, but I mean, it's just an example just to highlight that you can have an AI tool or a combination of AI tools working together to replace the answers that a human would give to a question, and even have it send links with screen share videos to give instructions on how to answer those questions and solve those problems, right? So it's amazing how far this is going to go. Are we going to get there by the end of the year? I think so. I hope so. I can't guarantee it, but I would like to. It just depends on, how many other things are we also wanting to do that we think might be more beneficial to the community and would be more helpful to people? And at what point in time that's going to probably dictate the order of the release of things or the order of us working on them. But that's, I would say that this is, again, just we're scratching the surface here. And we do plan to go and do a lot more with AI throughout the rest of the year and then even beyond into 2026.
Yeah. I mean, did you guys hear what Ryan just said? We're moving into this place to where we're creating AI agents and duplicating Dave or duplicating, you can essentially duplicate yourself to where all of your work, essentially you have AI that are delivering a lot of the content and the training to your clients if you're in the information and training space. The ability to be able to kind of package and have your knowledge live on forever and have your knowledge be delivered in a lightning fast way to people 24/7, 365 without having to jump on a live call, without having to jump on a webinar, without having to watch a bunch of videos. The theme that you guys are going to see with our new challenge and this overhaul that we're releasing tomorrow to our entire company is you're going to see an emphasis on speed. You're going to see an emphasis on our training being shorter, more compact, and doing everything that we can to get you the information and the knowledge that you need and as quickly as possible. Again, you're going to be able to go through this AI challenge in less than 90 minutes. And then our brand new training, which is essentially going to replace the blueprints, we're going to still teach everything we taught within the blueprints, but the AI decade in a day, we're combining, over a decade's worth of our knowledge and experience and taking many of the things that we teach in other areas of our training and company right now and bringing them into this one training so we can teach everybody so we can teach the people that show up what they need to know in a day. So the point here is that the speed at which not only you can build your business, but also the speed that we can teach, the speed that you can learn. Money loves speed. It always has speed of implementation. And so this is all going to be about, in the kind of direction that we're moving as a company, is to get you the information you need as fast as possible to get you out of learning and into earning mode as fast as possible. Kim, take us home.
If you're a Legendary Marketer affiliate, start agitating today. If you haven't already, my wait list is growing. So agitate, tell the people it's never, it's simpler to earn online than it ever has been before. And we're bringing in new tools to help you make that a reality of your life. So start that today. Don't forget the power of hyping up something and then making sure you have knowledge about that product. I do want to say something real quick about when we're promoting, we're not talking about LM has this new AI challenge. We're still on social media showing people you can earn online. We're not, Dave Sharpe has this AI challenge. You're going to lose that sale. People are going to go Google it and go click. Dave's going to get it, but not you. So you want to talk through you. I'm going to show you. So start agitating, start promoting. I'm super excited for tomorrow. It's like Christmas Eve,
And what you just said, Kim, yeah, ho, ho, ho. Santa Claus in a cowboy hat, baby. And I trim my beard. It's still white, but I trim my
preparing for the drop,
Yeah, I mean, I'm cutting up too. You know what I mean? I mean, I gotta stay on my toes here. Plus, we have AI. I don't have to fly around in a sled anymore. Who does that? But go back and watch yesterday's episode, folks, of Wake Up Legendary. I promise you, that training that I did yesterday on Wake Up Legendary is a training that no shit, I shit you not, and I would never shit you guys. You are my favorite turds.
Please continue.
Yesterday's Wake Up Legendary is a dadgum gem, and it will teach you all about what Kim just said in terms of agitating, and it will work magic and wonders in terms of your promotions and how to promote not only products here, not only our AI challenge if you're an affiliate in an affiliate partner of ours, but really any promotion that you're an affiliate of or anything that you're selling. And so go watch yesterday's episode. I promise you it'll be worth every drop, every second. Remember, every single podcast episode here very soon, they're going to be taking down all of our nearly 1,500 replays here of Wake Up Legendary on Facebook. We, however, have uploaded this is actually a podcast. We just do it live. So you can go to all the major podcast platforms. You can type in Wake Up Legendary and you can find it. Wake Up, yesterday's episode will be there. You can also go to our YouTube channel. Just type in David Sharpe Live. All of those Wake Up Legendary recordings are also uploaded to YouTube. And if not, right here on the Facebook page, I believe the recording is still available. I urge you, watch yesterday's training to understand more about the perfect promotional cycle and how to effectively launch without giving your sales away to other people or losing them altogether, and how to make not only this month and this launch, but every other launch that you ever do or product promotion a success or more successful than it would be without what I taught you yesterday. So get ready, my friends. Ryan, Kim, thank you so much. As always, we'll see you guys back here. Psych! Not throwing the cowboy hat. Come on now. But I will throw this one for old time's sakes. Remember this one? Legends live forever.
Here it goes.
Yes, we do. All right. We'll see you guys back here tomorrow for another episode. Be great. Be legendary. Get out of here, my friends. Peace.